Hello everybody, it is Shard, GVRP here, back again with a new video on the channel. Before I do get into it, make sure to drop a like if you haven't already, and also make sure to follow all my social medias, which will be linked in the description. Also, I do have a TikTok account now, which is just at ShardGV, so make sure to go and follow that if you haven't already as well. But yeah, anyways, today we're going to be doing a part 2 of old Greenville future updates. So the last video that I did on this was actually like about a month ago now, just over a month ago now, but it did extremely well, so I'm hoping this one will do really well too. And we're actually going to be starting starting off from where we left off last time. So last time we left off over here, and now we're going to be starting back over here. So let's get straight into it. So this is a Ford F-150 that we're going to be adding, but yeah, nothing major. They also have a hair salon, which is coming to GV4. So this is some GV4 news, I guess you could say, or old GV4 news. Now, I think this did actually come out into GV4, but I think they changed it quite a lot when they did actually release it into the game. So yeah, it does look quite a lot different now, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, honestly, it's not that bad, to be completely honest. It doesn't look too bad. In fact, I think it even might look slightly better than the one that's in the game now. But yeah, that's just me, I guess. But yeah, and they're also going to add a 2018 Kia Stinger GT. I don't know if it's actually in the game. If it is, I need to go buy it because... And they also redid the First Credit Union Bank. I'm pretty sure they have redone it now, though, and it looks a lot better, which is good. I don't know why they used a Windows 8, display for this. It's kind of weird, but hey, it's whatever, I guess. Oh yeah, and then they have this, which actually did come out in the revamp. So this is actually something that did land up coming out in the final version of the revamp. I think they did land up changing the parking lots and these plants and stuff a little bit, but pretty much everything else from what I can see here is literally the same as the revamp. So that's pretty cool. So we're actually starting to almost move into revamp stuff or pre-revamp stuff, which is pretty cool. Then they were talking about Honda Civics, but I'm pretty sure that's already in the game. So yeah. Apartment first or airport first. So that's pretty funny because this poll actually was, I guess, legit in a way, because the airport was released on the revamp and the apartments were only released a month ago now, maybe. So it's funny how they took a poll into consideration, I guess, from more than 3 years ago now, which is pretty funny, but yeah. So this is actually cool. So this is a screenshot of the airport, or at least what the airport was based off of. So this is what they based it off, the Appleton International Airport. Pretty nice, pretty cool. But yeah, and then here are some houses that they were going to be adding in the revamp, so quite different to what we have now. Honestly, the houses don't look that good. I don't know why there's just a random pink wall, and then it's all kind of, what would you call it, sort of a beige color, maybe? I don't really know. But yeah, it's not bad, but the colors don't really match that good, I guess. So yeah. So yeah, here's some more pictures of the houses. I don't think any of these houses have actually landed up in the revamp, which, I mean, I'm not really complaining because the new houses do look quite a lot better. These aren't bad for sure, but not as good as the ones that we have now. Okay, and actually here's something that would make the revamp so much different. So they actually asked if they wanted, pretty much they asked the community if they wanted them to make their own blender cars, or if they just wanted to use the free modeled ones again, which is what they used before, I'm pretty sure at least. So if people chose to use the free modeled ones, then geez, Greenville would be so much different now. But I'm really glad everyone decided to use the blender cars because they're a lot better than the previous ones. So yeah, and here's actually a screenshot of the airport being built. Now, something weird is that for those of you who don't know, Parthamax is actually an old Greenville YouTuber. I actually joined his game 3 years ago or something like that, and I actually ended up meeting him, which is pretty cool. But this has actually existed, the airport technically has actually existed since mid GV3, which is quite odd to think about since it only came out in 2020, so it took so long for it to actually come out. But yeah, so that's something cool to think about. It's actually the airport's been a thing in the game, I guess you could say, for a long time now. So yeah, and then also this is what the money thing was going to look like. This kind of resembles what it would probably end up looking like today compared to this, which is a bit cartoony-ish, I guess. I actually do really like this. I almost do wish they added something like this. At least at least add this money symbol. I quite like this money symbol. It looks really nice. But yeah, And then also here's some icons as well, not new icons, my bad. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of these are still being used today, which is pretty cool to think about. Some of them aren't being used, like I don't think that's being used. Some of them just aren't being used, but a lot of them actually are, which is really cool to be honest. And yeah. And then here's a picture of the airport. Now I actually think it almost looks like they've downgraded the airport to how it looks like now, because this looks so much better than the current one. Is that just me? Like this version of the airport, at least, like the actual main building, looks so much more detailed in my opinion. I don't know why they didn't add that into the final version. But yeah, really, really cool airport. It honestly does look better than the new one in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. And they also have some like Cadillacs here, which is pretty decent, I guess. So this is kind of like, their car modeling has gotten a lot better now. They did actually make these in Blender, so as you can see there. But their car modeling has gotten so much better. Like, I'm not saying this is bad, it's obviously way better than what I could ever do. But compared to now, it's not the greatest. I mean, it's good, right? But compared to what we have now, yeah, it compares nothing to what we have now. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. And this is another funny one. They said, would you rather have a Lamborghini Huracan or a Gallardo? And they both, like, went into the game on release of the revamp anyways, so pretty funny. And also the Tesla Roadster, so it actually looks quite nice in this like rainbow sort of color. I actually wish they added this as like a limited trim or something, I don't know, but it looks really, really cool actually. But yeah, so this is the Tesla Roadster. They did actually end up remodeling it a couple updates ago, so yeah, but this is the original model of it. It doesn't look much different to the current one in my opinion, but the new model is just kind of a bit more refurbished, I guess, so yeah. And then here is the Tesla Roadster with all its coloring and stuff like that. They might have changed the model a little bit on release of the revamp, because it looks kind of a little bit different, I guess, but yeah, still looks really nice. I don't know if the tires look like that in the actual like game, but yeah, pretty nice tires as well, I'm not gonna lie. Now this is another thing, so it says here's some info. I get asked about the revamp. In the revamp, you technically cannot be banned. You will be matched with other players that have been banned, and you will still be able to play the game as normal. If you are banned and put into these banned land servers, you will not be able to join friends in main servers, but they will be able to join you in banned land. The experience will be the same, except for the fact that you will have higher chance of running into misbehaving players, cheaters, abusers, and etc. So the thing that I find quite interesting about this is that I don't actually think they ended up implementing this into the final game, as like when Vuxery got banned, for example, I don't think he could really play the game. There was something he could do to play it, but this never actually came into the game, I don't think. I wish that this did come into the game. Not saying that not like I have been banned from Greenville or anything, but for the people who have been banned, I think this would be a very good alternative. It's almost like bad sport lobbies in GTA. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically like where you do stuff bad enough, I guess you could say, to get sort of banned in a way, but instead you get put into bad sport lobbies with other people who have been put in there as well for like similar reasons to you. So yeah, that's almost like what this was going to be from what I can see here, but this would be a really interesting thing to see be put in the game. So yeah, I don't exactly know why it wasn't implemented. Maybe it was just a bit too hard to kind of like sort everything out like that, but hey, still pretty cool, still like a pretty cool idea, I guess. So yeah. And then they also have a Corvette. I'm pretty sure that's a C7 if I'm not wrong. But yeah. Then we have some Dodges as well. And we have some Volvos, and that's actually Civic Type R. So they've been planning on that thing on the Civic Type R for quite a while now. Actually, wow, the Volvo actually won against the Civic Type R. That is, yeah, I agree with this person. But hey, anyways, then we have another Volvo, and we have a E93 series, so pretty cool. I bet ND series would like that. And then we also have G-Wagon, which essentially looks the same as the one that did end up coming into the game. If not, it is the exact same. Then we have a couple other cars. A building for downtown. So this was actually never added into the game. I can sort of see why it wasn't. It doesn't really suit the Greenville vibe in my personal opinion. It's definitely not bad, but it just doesn't really suit Greenville, to be honest. And then also we have this BMW right here. Pretty cool. And also the Greenville Trello, which I haven't actually made any videos on before, but who knows, maybe in the future. Then we also have some street lights and stuff like that, as per usual. And then we have this Lexus too, not that bad looking. And of course we have the Smart 4 too, of course, you gotta have that. And then we have this Jeep. Now, thing about this Jeep, it doesn't look like it should be in Greenville, if I'm gonna be honest, and I think that's why this model at least was never added into the game, from my knowledge. Like, look at these tail lights and stuff. This looks more like a car that would be like in emergency response maybe, but when it comes to Greenville, no, I don't think this would really be good enough, I guess, to be added. It's not bad, but it just doesn't suit Greenville. Like, look at these tail lights, how they're all like kind of detailed, and this is just like one solid texture. It's not very good compared to like the other cars, I guess, and it wouldn't really match, but yeah. And then we have a Lexus Lc 500, which they do actually now have in the game, and this one actually looks really nice. I am a pretty big fan of it. It's pretty nice. They have the Nissan Juke Nismo. Have they actually added this thing? I have no idea. Tell me in the comments if they have, but yeah, I actually don't know. And then they have the van as well. I always use this to get kids and to give kids candy, but yeah, we don't talk about that anymore. Then they also have this 370Z, which looks pretty decent. I don't know if it was actually added into the game, but who knows. And then also the P100D Tesla Model S, which I'm pretty sure is just the plaid, so pretty nice. For those of you who don't know, the plaid has already been added into the game as of a while ago, so yeah, pretty decent. And yeah, then we have more and more cars. This is actually the Giulia. I don't know if they've changed the model of it. They probably have. I don't know though, who knows. And yeah, let's just scroll through a couple of these cars here so you guys can see them all. Pretty basic overall. And you also have Periwinkle's hair salon. So, thing about this is that nowadays it does actually have an interior. A lot of you guys may know that it is next to Rapid Wash. So, yeah, but it does now have an interior. They also have this Chevrolet, which in New Zealand would be called a Holden. So, yeah. And also they have this Audi R8 V10 Plus, so pretty cool. And also the Dodge Viper, which is also really nice. But yeah, I think that's gonna really like wrap it up for today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys did all enjoy it. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, anyways, see you later, guys, and goodbye.